Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Gotlegs. To start off this journey, heading into a time trial in August, I thought it was a good idea to get like a baseline indication of where my fitness is. So today I'm going to do a Graspor test. It's been about 2 months since my first Graspor test, and I actually did a test about a month ago, and the results hadn't really changed, but that was coming off a period where I had a lot of training. So I don't think that my body was actually fully recovered and had taken in all the load yet. So hopefully today we'll get a new baseline of where my FTP is, where my fat max is, and all that, all my zones. And that will be the baseline going into this block of training towards the time trial in August. Of course, I'm hoping that my level is better than it was back in April, I think it was. But if it isn't, we'll live with that. We'll just take that as the truth right now and go ahead with that. Normally I would do a test like this indoors in my basement, but the weather we've had the last couple of weeks have been very humid, and it's been very high temperatures. So we're already having a couple of 20 degrees in our basement, and the humidity is quite high. So I don't want to increase the humidity in our basement by doing a test as well. So I'm setting up my bike outdoors where the temperature is around 20-21 degrees in the shade, and hopefully that will do. So let's get the bike set up and everything outdoors and head into the test.
You have tried to bring me down. 1 time, 2 times, too many. I've been lost, but now I'm found, and I'm not taking it again. So I won't.
Finished with the setup now. Got the bike outside, computer on the grill, and another computer also on the grill, and the bike right here, ready to go. And don't know if you can see this, but we've got around 21 degrees outside and a humidity of 67%. So just outside it's 67%, and normally we would be around like 40, 45 maybe. So guys, we're ready to jump on the bike and do this test. It's the end of the warm-up. The legs have been opened and ready to head into the test. So the next time you'll see me, I'll have completed the Graspor test. Wish me luck. So completed the test. It was actually different from the last time. The last time we started at, I think it was 150 watts. And then for every 4 minutes, you go up 30 watts. So 150, 180, 210, yada, yada, yada. This time, I started at 140, and then every 4 minutes, you increased the wattage by 20 watts. So 140, 160, 180, 200, 4 minutes still. So I have no idea how this test went. My legs didn't feel that good, but then again, it's a test, so if your legs are feeling good after a test, you're probably not pushing yourself as hard as you should. I had some short dropouts from the trainer, which was a bit annoying, but all in all, I gave it everything I had and just crept past 320 watts of the test and was able to maintain that for a minute and a half or so, and then there was just nothing left in the tank. So now it's just a waiting game for the results from Graspor, and I'll keep you updated. Alright, the results are in from Graspor, and a bit like expected, There wasn't really any changes made. So as I mentioned earlier, Graspor changed the way that they actually do this test. And I think that also has to do with how they define the zones. So my earlier results and the new results can be a bit different, but let's go ahead with that. So with the new protocol, I got 36 minutes into it and ended at 320 watts. Graspor tells me that my fat max is 184 watts, which is exactly the same number as it was back in late April, and 3 watts higher than it was in the beginning of June. My FTP is 282, where it was 283 back in late April and 286 in beginning of June. So basically the same. It's 4 watts. It's not really a huge difference. What is the difference though is my zone 1, because in the prior results, my zone 1 has been 0 to 157, 158 watts, and now it's 0 to 138. Whether that has to do with their new zones or just the test result, I really don't know, but that's quite a difference. My zone 2 is 138 to 184, so the ceiling of, or the upper limit of my zone 2 has increased. But again, I think that has to do with the way that they define the zones. And the same goes for my zone 3. So my zone 3 has previously been 175 or 173 to around 233. And now it's 184 to 233, so basically the same. My zone 4 has gone from 234 to 300 to 233 to 282. So again, they have the upper limit of zone 4 at my FTP, which kind of makes sense, but that, it's a definition, because some people like to say that I believe that zone 4 is 91% up to 105% of your FTP. So, whereas the zone 4 cutoff is actually at 100% FTP with this one. And then we have zone 5, which is anything above zone 4, going up to 338. 338. So now we have the new zones, which are basically the exact same zones as they were previously. But this time I will be doing 8 weeks of pretty structured training, doing training at around FTP, below FTP, and just above FTP, and basically getting as much qualified training in as possible. So thanks for watching once again, guys. The next video I will be doing my aero testing, and it will be pretty simple. I'll get into that in the other video, but we'll do some aero testing, try out some different helmets and try out some different suits to find out which setup is the best for me. So thanks for watching once again, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, and until next time, bye.